Hey, welcome to Spring Piston Rifle Fever. I just got my Leapers scope in through Amazon, and actually, well, yeah, it slides around a little bit, so it's not perfectly packed, but we're going to open it up and see how it looks. This is a Leapers. It's supposed to be a Leapers 3-9x40. The True Hunter has an adjustable objective on it. This is my favorite scope. I have a Hawk Air Max. I have some Hammer scopes. But out of all those, this is my favorite scope right here. So, open up the box and it shows kind of how it's packed. They could have had a little bit more newspaper on the ends and maybe newspaper in between. There's that. So, comes in a box like so. True Hunter. And I do like this scope. I have it on my Diana 34, the 22 caliber. I have one on my HW95 Luxus. And last winter when I took it out, and I did a lot of hunting last winter, every time I went hunting it was zeroed. I would stop and shoot a still post, and it hit exactly where I was shooting every time. It wouldn't vary. It would be on every time, and you can't say that about other scopes. There's many scopes that are not on every time. So this one is not supposed to have air rifle rings. It's supposed to have Picante rings, but I have some rings that I will put on this scope. Look at the rings really quick. It's got a little cloth. It's got your little Allen wrenches, spare bolt in there, or screw. Yeah, it's got the Picante style rings, so you would have to buy that if you had a dovetail rail. You would have to buy a Picante setup to clamp to your dovetail rail. So this does have the color illumination thing where when you want to, right here on these two buttons, so this left one is green and the top one here is red, so you can adjust those. I didn't buy the scope because of that. That's a nice little extra feature, but I bought the scope because it always stays zeroed, or mostly, and its mil dots are really good. These scopes are rock solid. The one that I have on my HW95 has actually been on several rifles. And it's been on the Super Magnum Walther Paris. And it's been on my HW80, which kicks way harder than my HW95. So that's, to me, for the life of it, that's saying a lot. So it also has a lot more mil dots than other scopes. This is not going to look the best, but this might look better than outside. Yeah, it's not going to look like that when you look through it, through the scope yourself. And plus, you're looking at my shirt right here. This is the adjustable objective. And this is really important for air rifle scopes because it can adjust really close to you. This can adjust down to like 5 yards. So you screw that back and forth. So there's like 20 yards. Well, actually, they got the dot over on the side. The dot's over here. So that's how you adjust it. And the power setting here for magnification is right here. So if you are shooting really close, you're going to probably want that down on 3 power. So you're going to want it down to 3 power right there. So you go up in magnification, go up, up, up. You can go all the way up to 9. But these scopes are rock solid. They are China. That's the way it is. So anyhow, I really like this scope. It's alright. I guess the dot wasn't off to the side. I just had the scope sideways. Stupid me. So for hunting with this scope, I always set it about like 20 yards because 20 yards is going to make it clear enough for a good shot at 10 yards or even under, and then probably up to 40 yards. You don't have time to fool around. Oh, that bunny's out there 40 yards. I better turn this to 40. You don't have time for that. You just make your best shot you can. For your magnification, for hunting, I would have it somewhere between the 3 power and the 9 power, and I will put this on my Diana 34, the 177 caliber that I was shooting this morning. I made a short video called Rock You Like a South Dakota Hurricane because they were hurricane-like conditions. But the glass in here is really clear. It's really good. And if you like shooting really far on those days where it's not super windy, this is the scope for you. It has enough mil dots in here to do that. Some scopes don't. You run out of mil dots, and then you're just kind of guessing on the line. Like my Hammer scopes, the Hawk Air Max that I do have, when I'm making long distance shots with that, I can't use the mil dots because I run out of elevation. There's just not enough mil dots. But in here, see if we can get a good look at that again, or as good as we can get. There's a lot more mil dots in there. So maybe it doesn't help with my glasses off, but because when I put my glasses on, I'm going to have to adjust the eyepiece. The eyepiece is right here. So that's right here. That's going to make your reticle or your mil dots and everything. That's going to make it more clear for you, whatever your vision is. So you can adjust it to yourself. So anyhow, I do like this scope a lot, and we're going to put it on my Diana 34, like I said, and we will give it a test run hopefully soon. It's pretty hurricane-like today, so I don't know that I'm going to do any video. So God bless everybody. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it, and have an awesome day.